people. What has happened to us? We sit and complain in cocktails. All I'm asking Kenyans is wake up very early in the morning. You, the silent majority, don't even attend a public rally if that's not your cup of tea, but vote Azimio la Umoja. Now, on climate change, on other global, we are not immune to global issues. COVID-19 was an airport disease. It came through the airports. Yeah, it's really an airport disease. People travel, you're going to get COVID, and this is not the end. The question is, to what extent is Nairobi resilient to COVID-19? My friend, we should celebrate our city. We have done better than Shanghai. We have done better than London. We have done better than New York. In fact, we don't celebrate ourselves enough. This country is solid. And that's why I'm telling you, those people called community health workers, we've survived COVID better than those guys. They thought we'll be decimated. They were the ones who were decimated than we are. And sorry, I mean, you're celebrating the decimation, but it's them who pronounce themselves loud and clear. We are actually a very resilient people, but also our maternal health care, our immunization rate. We believe in breastfeeding. That was the biggest. You know, our women continue to believe that you should breastfeed. Doesn't matter what happens to your breasts. But breastfeeding is the biggest shield to public health. Why am I talking so much about community health volunteers and workers? Those are the people who go to every household in Kenya, and Nairobi especially, and tell the mother, continue breastfeeding for 6 months. Take this kid for polio, tuberculosis, the following. They do that. They actually also do palliative care for people with cancer, for people with end-of-life terminal illnesses. They take care of them. Those people, we need to take care of them. We also need to take care of the staff of Nairobi City County. You know, pay them the right salary, give them the right bonuses, make sure their welfare is taken care of. You can't expect services from somebody who's demotivated. Those are some of the things that we'll do. And let me deal with the things I can change. I can change. We will use the law. We will use our political influence to make sure, to a very large extent, we support consuming what we produce. And by the way, I want to trigger consumption in Nairobi. If I trigger consumption in Nairobi, and maybe you are not there when I started, I talked about consumer credit, household credit, credit to the women groups, credit to young people. If we trigger consumption, investment is really easy. But this economy for a long time has been driven by government spending on large infrastructural projects. That's why people are looking, you see even us, we are laughing at the expressway rather than celebrate it, because the woman who sells in Gikomba doesn't see the difference. One of the things, Nairobi has 70 markets only for 6 million people. We need to build another 150 markets, because roadsides have become markets. When you're going to Kangemi, living Nairobi, I'm sure you see people selling things on the road. We need to build 150 very good markets that will then absorb. That's why I'm talking about credit. I'm going to sit with commercial banks, because I'm a commercial banker, and now I've come into politics, to say, guys, credit must go to who gives you deposits. And I will speak to Central Bank, I'll speak to the Minister of Finance and say, how can we incentivize that? How can we incentivize loans to go back to who gives us deposits? Not penalize, but incentivize. Because banks, if you give commercial banks the opportunity to make lazy money, today they are getting deposits at 1% from the micro, small, medium enterprise. They are lending to government at 16%. Because I think the treasury bond is now at 13.5%, because you don't pay taxes on the coupon rate, you make 16%. Even me, I would do that business. Just take from you, give it to you as government, and sit. But there is a structural fault in that economic design. And some of us who bring bandwidth to the equation must change that equation so that he or she who gives low priced deposits also get low priced loan. And with a low priced loan, then they are able to trigger demand. Demand creates jobs because supply comes automatically. It's a shame that the demand we are talking about now is about other things, but that really is what is required. And to close, and sorry, maybe I'm speaking too much, but just into the detail. And local purchase order by Nairobi City County under my watch will be a local purchase order. It will be backed by cash. You will take it to a bank and you can discount it and there'll be cash. Today, Nairobi City County is running accrual accounting. And maybe that's the way government is going. I don't believe. Government was always cash